Welcome back to Take a Seat. You're back with the host with the most. Head over to seanland.co.uk to go and grab yourself a free ebook. Why? Because you're going to learn all about serviced accommodation. It's all about getting you guys ahead. And this is why I started this podcast to get entrepreneurs, high profile guests, and influencers. Today's guest is actually really, really controversial. He's gone from trapping to rapping, and he's even got his own drinks line. I want to know what makes this guy tick. So please welcome Frenzo Harami.
Come on, my
What are
bro.
you saying, G?
I'm good, my bro.
Yeah?
Thanks for having me on, man.
Thanks for coming all the way from.
I was out there today, man. I've been up and down London to Midlands to Scotland. Just doing mad trips, man.
Traveling about everywhere, man. So tell me what's been happening in your week, bro?
Mainly, I'll be real, bro. Recently, it's been the family thing recently because I've just had two kids. In the last
Wow.
2 years, I've had two kids, so I've just been doing the family thing, trying to juggle that. Recently, I've got some more spare time because they're getting a bit older, so Missus getting used to managing it.
Yes.
So that's giving me time to get active again, on the music
Yes.
and other businesses. So,
Yeah, so talk to us about your new track actually, because that's how I come across you. I heard this song and it was like Licka licka na
Hey.
me don't di
Hey.
sari dat. And then it's like, yo, sweet like Ras Malai. I'm like, who's
Hey.
this guy?
Come on, switching it up.
Love that tune, bro. And you guys brought it back. And yeah, that's how I come across you. And I said to Zavak, I was like, yo, bro, get him on the podcast
Come
because
on,
I don't
that's
even know
only
how
right.
to. Has somebody access you, bro?
Bro, I know it's difficult. People say it's difficult, but I think I'm quite easily accessible. But
Okay.
people say it's difficult to get hold of me, but it's just, man.
Well, I had to go through someone I
I've been
knew.
ghost. I think because I've been ghost for a couple of years.
Okay.
That's
So
probably what it
what's
is.
happened in a couple of years?
Nah, my bro, just chilling, just doing, what it is, I'm slowly trying to come away from a lot of the sort of illicit activities and haram activities, trying to do some more positive stuff, and I think because obviously with the kids and family, the foundations of that, I want to be legit, you know what I'm saying? So I've been trying to work on, energy drink business, property, other stuff on the side,
Okay.
as well as obviously the music. I've been in the studio as well, so like I've been working, just ain't really released nothing until obviously this song here,
Yes.
which is why you probably heard of it recently because
I hear it. I
I
hear it.
just dropped it.
Are there any regrets so far? Now you're now a father,
Yeah,
and you're father of two kids. Congratulations on
Thank
that,
you,
by the
my
way.
bro.
But looking back on your life, are there regrets?
I'd say, yeah, I mean, there's things that I would have done differently, maybe some decisions that I would have, thought about again. But I think all in all, it's like without those mistakes, without the learning curves, I probably wouldn't be sat here today or in the position I'm today. And I'm grateful for, the position I'm in today because throughout the sort of hardships, all the hurdles that have come along the way, I think for me to be in a position I'm today itself, even just to be here, I think it's an achievement, man. So, yeah, I don't like to live life with regrets, because otherwise things might have taken a different course. So
Sometimes people can dwell on these things and just be down and just like dwell on regrets and just keep hating themselves
yeah,
and stuff.
it holds you back in it.
So
a
you
bit.
believe on just moving
Just
forward.
move forward and just stay positive and just move forward. Because I mean, in the past I've had issues where things have gone wrong or you've lost money and you just thought about it too much, and it's like rather than thinking about it, you can go out and make more money.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a waste of time, fam.
100. There's a lot of my viewers who are probably thinking, hey, hang on, what do you mean? Where's this guy coming from? Like, I can see an energy drink here. He's telling us about his music, and we're probably going to put that in the intro.
Yeah.
So they're probably thinking, where's this guy started off? Where's it come from? So where did the story start from? You was born in East London?
Yeah, I was born in Whips Cross, so Leytonstone,
Okay.
local, and grew up around there, Walthamstow, Waltham Forest, Chingford, Leyton, around them areas, and went to a few different schools.
Got a lot of siblings?
Yeah, I got three siblings,
Okay.
so
where
they're
do
all
you
younger
fit
than
in?
me as well. So
Okay.
I'm the oldest, so I kind of led the way. I kind of showed them what not to do in life. You get me? What mistakes not to make. 'Cause
Wow.
out of all my brothers, to be honest, out of my whole family, I'm like the black sheep. Not that I'm not accepted because
Yeah.
they all love me. They've all
Yeah.
showed me loads of love here, but It's like I'm the only one who's been to prison, who's been stabbed multiple times, who's been involved in criminality. My whole family, the rest of my family is all pretty much straight. You get me?
How does that come about? Because normally when you're the oldest, you're normally the best child.
Yeah.
You're the role model, and your dad normally gives you this prep talk, like
Yeah.
everyone's looking up at you, or you're normally the one getting told off first, and everybody
Yeah,
else
yeah,
learns.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So how did that come
I
about?
think slightly, I think teenage years, I think getting involved in I think it's the environment, you know, bro, mainly. So at home, everything could be sweet at home, but I think when we're left to our own devices, away from home, at school, on the way to school, you know, my dad was always working. My mum had a job as well, so she was a mother and she used to work as well. When we were at school, she had a part-time job. My dad used to work for the Inland Revenue
Okay.
before he set up his own business. So he kind of learned the whole tax thing.
Yeah.
And then he set up a business helping tax dodgers, you get me? And started doing finance, yeah? So it's like, in between that time, you know, because he was obviously working late, whatever, I think you have a lot of time to mess around. And obviously, I think the presence of a man in the house is very important.
Yes.
You get me? If a man's not there, and if it's just like 4 sons and, you know, a woman's trying to manage 4 kids,
Yeah.
it's, you know what I mean? It's easy for you to like slip through the net.
Okay.
You get me? Especially where I might have younger brothers that might need more attention than me. I think it was one of them ones.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, because a lot of people say, why do you keep telling people to be an entrepreneur? Well, I'm not telling people to be an entrepreneur. I'm just telling them you can do your own business.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't have to get stuck in the system. And the best thing about being an entrepreneur is having the freedom of your time.
100%.
And when you have a family, the first thing you want to do is be present.
Yeah.
You know, because like when you're young, you have all of this belief system. And every single day, somebody's putting a new disk hard drive into you for the belief system.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to be there, then obviously someone else is going to be there for your
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
You know, and it's sometimes it's no fault of your own. Mum's working, dad's working. They got to put food on the table at the end of the day.
100%, fam.
But if they think outside of the box, does a little course,
Yeah.
you know, get their mindset going, you know, you'll be able to get like freedom of your time. And you've set up many businesses to even
fam.
know that.
Loads. That's why, fortunately, the last 2 years, I've been able in a position where I can stay at home 24 hours a day, not really go out anywhere. Do you get me? Obviously, I think the first few months when my first child was when my missus was pregnant, I was just tying up some loose ends. Since then, I've been at home. Do you know what I'm saying? Pregnancy throughout the whole time, even after they're born, I've been at home. So I've been present.
How do you do that though? Because like when you're an entrepreneur, you're doing business, you're bopping around, every day is different, and the next minute you're at home, boom.
Thing is, I'd say since I started doing music, I've started outsourcing and sort of delegating a lot of my work.
Okay.
So every business that I run, no matter what it is, I've got people that are doing certain functions.
You're leveraging.
Yeah.
You
So
got
like,
your
I
systems,
can't do it all on
process.
my own, bro. Like me, cool. My job at the moment, I'd say, is I make music because I enjoy it. And I make a few hours a day. I might make a beat, write some lyrics. To be fair, the lyrics, I need more inspiration. I need to go out, get on the packet. You know what I mean? Couple days in the town and to get some inspiration. I can't sit at home and write. So I've not been able to really write. But in terms of, you know what I'm saying, at home, in the office, making phone calls, spreadsheets. That's how businesses are run now mostly. And it's like emails, phone calls, spreadsheets, and just a couple of people running around to do the sort of meetings and stuff like that. And I've just been focusing on sort of the content and music.
Do you think, like drugs to get inspired and in that zone to write?
For me, 100%.
Okay.
I'll be real, fam. Like I don't think I've made any music. I've not made any music sober.
You're joking.
So every song, like the more fucked I was, the better the song was. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, I remember my BBC Asian Network freestyle did. This is when I first started rapping. So this is like 2018, and I gained traction quite quickly. I just went. I wasn't actually looking to be a musician. It's just something that happened just by chance. So someone took a video of me, my brethren Shaker. He put it online. That's gone viral.
Okay.
People started adding me. I think I had 200 followers them times, bro. So I wasn't looking to do music. Like I never wanted to do music, even though I had the talent for it. My friends were telling me for years, "Yo, bro, you should do music. Like you'll take over the Asian scene because no one's like you." I'm like, nah, fuck that, bro. I'll make money. I don't need to do that. I'd rather stay low key and behind the scenes. But a friend one night, we were just a bit licked. You know what I'm saying? It was in one of my establishments. He took a video and just posted it without telling me, just tagged me in it. Just like, oh, fuck it, let's see what happens, yeah?
What platform?
That was on Instagram.
Instagram, okay.
And I'll be real, I was looking bummy in the video, bro. I was like up for 3 days.
Yeah.
My hair was a mess. Like, I didn't care. See me, bro. Now, even now, I might look like a bit of a mess. I like to stay comfortable.
Yeah.
But I'm a lot cleaner looking than I was then. Then I didn't give a fuck about the camera. Not that I do now, but even less so. Do you know what I mean? I was really scruffy, very raw. So I think that kind of gave it that edge where people have seen it. Like, yo, who the fuck's this guy? Just chilling somewhere and just coming out with these lyrics. Like, what the fuck? Because I think I started mixing certain words that the Asian community could relate to. So it was like, that drew their attention a bit. And they're hearing me use racial slurs like Paki Paki. You know what I mean? That kind of draws them in.
Yeah.
Then they're hearing the punchlines. And yeah, it went off, bro. I can't lie. It went off. And that kind of gave me the motivation to sort of chase the music a bit more. So like,
how do you manage, like, you know, the world's changed so much since COVID.
Yeah.
Since COVID times, like, people are like, get offended so much more. It feels like you can't say anything about someone's sexuality, how they're looking, a lot of, you know, religion, slang words, you know. So how do you deal with that in terms of you want to release some music, but you don't want it banned straight away or someone censors it, you know? And obviously you're going to probably spend money on this production. So the last thing you want it to do is get, you know, censored. So how do you deal with that?
With that, I mean, at first, when I started doing music, I actually believed there was freedom of speech. Yeah, as an artist, as a musician, whatever, or just in general. You know what I mean? You always hear in the West about freedom of speech and all that kind of stuff. But I think one of my songs got banned after 3 months on radio. One of my songs got banned, and it was the first time that BBC actually banned a song in I think in like 8 years or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
Because basically, Daily Mail done an article about it,
Okay.
And they basically wrote on there that BBC is basically promoting sexual exploitation by playing my music.
Right, okay.
Because I'm rapping about prostitution, drugs, and bro, stuff that goes on.
Yes.
Stuff that's already on the radio. Let's be real, bro. The songs that you hear on the radio now, especially from women, they're dirty, bro. Like America is talking about, you know, rude stuff all the time, bro. But
say it.
Yeah, pussy, fucking, you know what I mean? Whap, whatever it is. I don't know, man. I don't know the words. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, all they're doing is twerking. These bitches are just twerking.
Yeah.
They're not, you know what I'm saying? They're promoting that to women, because they want women to do that. But the thing is, when a guy's involved, especially an Asian guy,
right?
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's bad now. Oh.
Target.
So what they've done, because obviously I'm rapping about prostitution, bearing in mind, I'm rapping about women that are doing this because they want to do it. Yeah, so in my business, any woman that I've worked with has approached me. So it's not a case where you see on TV where someone has gone fucking to Romania and kidnapped someone and trafficked them. That doesn't happen, bro. Yeah, maybe it's very far and few in between. It does happen, less so nowadays, but women want to do this work. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's women on TikTok and Instagram half naked, bro, and they're not getting paid. You know what I'm trying to say? So if someone's getting paid money, it's enticing for them, especially in today's climate, you know, financially.
In today's climate, everyone's like, you hear OF.
OF.
You know, and
OF's the worst thing that happened for women, bro. I'll be real, because OF, women are actually selling themselves very cheap on there, bro. Like pictures for like 50p and all that.
Wow.
Like literally, fam. You could go on there, there's women on there. These OF models that everyone talks about, these bitches are selling pictures for 50p, bro, and £1, bro. Like, what the fuck, bro? Before OF, we had Adult Work, Viva Street, some other websites. They're still running. On Adult Work, when I had women doing content, they were charging £20 a day for one picture. That was what I used to charge. I'm talking 2012 to about 2017, yeah? That was the price for a woman's pictures. Like a woman who's online, to see private pictures of her, you got £5-10. You can see it for 24 hours, then you got to pay again, yeah?
Okay.
Which you look at the difference, bro. Nowadays, they're paying 50p for like a month subscription. You get me? So it's like, the OF has actually, what they've done, because OF, they're pimps. OF, they're basically pimps, innit?
So OF, that platform, is a pimp.
Is a pimp. It's literally a pimp. So
And
they've got
and
women
it's been-
online selling their pictures, and these guys get a percentage of it. That's pimping, fam. In
hindsight,
finest
yes.
form, bro. Like
And it's regarded as something really good.
It's legit, and this, that, and the other. Cool. they might mask it and say, oh yeah, but it's only fans. It's not, it's for content, it's for creators. No, bro. Most of the people on there, let's be real, no one's going on OF unless they want to see some bitch's feet pics, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Let's be real. And OF, what they've done, they've kind of monetized off what I was doing. So they've kind of encroached up on my business.
Has it affected your business?
It has, to an extent where a lot of women now, fam, yeah, they feel like they can do this on their own. Yeah. So a woman feels like, I don't need a man. I can do it on my own. And I'll be real, I don't give a fuck if it's controversial or not. Women need men. Yeah. A woman needs a man. Same way a man needs a woman, a woman needs a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's be real. Women can do mostly, for the most part, apart from some anomalies, yeah, genetic anomalies.
Yeah.
Most women are suited to do roles and men are suited to do certain roles, innit? Men are the hunters. Women stay at home and look after the kids. Do you know what I mean? That's the essence of life. Anything else, cool. You know, we can all cut our hair. We can all, you know what I'm saying, do this, that, and the other. And
So you're saying
we can all be a certain way. Haven't got anything against anyone's sexuality or whatever you want to do. I support you. Yeah, if you feel like, if you're a woman and you feel like you're a man, I support you. Yeah, no one can tell you otherwise. But in reality, there is women things and men things. Yeah, let's not get it confused. So a woman, I'll be real, fam. A woman has not got the same drive. Mostly, because it might be some.
Yeah.
Most women have not got the same determination and ambition as a man. They haven't. Yeah, I promise you, bro. And I've dealt with thousands of women in all types of businesses, from property to escorting, yeah, and to crackheads to corporate companies. Yeah, I've worked for corporate companies. I've advised corporate companies. Yeah, so I've been around all types of people.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, it's just the way it is. Yeah, men. That's why most CEOs are going to be men in it. You know
so what about this gender pay gap and stuff? What do you feel? Do you think men should be paid more?
Yeah, men should definitely be paid more.
Okay,
100%. That's why anyone that's worked with me knows I get paid more.
But what if a woman's saying, I'm getting the same results as the other guys, why am I not being paid as much?
All right, on performance then. Base it on performance. Yeah?
So basically...
women aren't going to be as strong as men. So like, for example, women in the escort industry, the reason why I say a man is required, yeah? Right, if you're a woman working, you are more at risk. If you're working alone and you're alone with a strange man, you are at risk. Unless you got a man watching your back. Or even a woman, maybe, yeah? It's better than no one.
But what can you do if you're with somebody, obviously doing this act? Yeah. Your phone's not going to be right next to you, is it?
Yeah.
And so, she's getting tumped up.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. You're thinking, well, it's an hour. It's still not an hour yet.
Yeah.
And he's left before the hour. Then what could you have
got
done?
A perfect scenario that I was involved in that will answer your question.
Okay.
Yeah. Now there was a girl. This was in Canary Wharf. I had this thing from Scotland working. Yeah. She was making dough. She was a grinder. She was like Mandem.
Was it because
she had the mindset of a man?
Was it because of the accent?
No, bro, I'll be real. She was probably the deadest thing I had working for me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like literally, fam. But her work ethic and her ambition, she was like a guy.
Okay.
Yeah, she 24 hours out there. Drugs, clients here, Hackney, Leighton, out calls, in calls. She was working 24 hours, 2-3 weeks, to the point where her thing's blowing because she's there. Some girl might come for half a day, make £500. Oh, that's enough to buy my handbag. I'm gone. Yeah. Do you know what I'm trying to say, fam? Her grinding, yeah? So, that's the little background of her. So she's a grinder. She knows what she's doing. She can handle herself as well, yeah? She'll probably beat me up. You know what I'm trying to say? She could handle herself. Now, check this. She's in a situation where a guy's rang up in the morning, Bengali guy from Tower Hamlets, yeah? Canary Wharf. He's rang up and said, I want an outcall at my property. See, the girl's talking to him. Boom, we've agreed a price. She's gone there. I think this was on the fucking 20th floor or something. She's gone upstairs. There's no signal up there. So this is where I was getting headache from the start, because she's gone up there. There's no signal. I'm trying to ring her. It's not going through. I'm like, fuck. This booking's I think it was about £1,500 he was going to pay up front. So she's got the money now. I've gone upstairs because I told her, look, I want the money. If it's £1,500, then I have to come get the money before you start. You're not going to be there with a guy for 5 hours with the money there.
Yeah.
In case the guy just thinks, oh, fuck this. I'm taking the money. I'm going to bounce. So I've gone. I've waited outside the hallway. I took the money off her, yeah. I've gone now somewhere else. She was in the guy's flat for a couple of hours. Then the guy goes, can we go to a hotel? Like, oh, I don't want to chill here no more. Can we go to a hotel? She's messaged me. I've told her, yeah, that's calm. Yeah, do your thing. The guys booked it. They've gone to a hotel around the corner. I've actually seen them because I was actually at that time I was around the hotel. I had other gal working as well, so I was coming out of there and I've seen them park up and walk past me into the hotel. So I saw the guy. He was a bit taller than her. You get me? He's quite bigger than me as well. And the girl, they're walking in. She's obviously winked at me, whatever. I don't think the guy noticed it was me, but they've walked in, yeah, gone into their room now. Cool. I'm thinking the girl's got 6-7 hours left, however long it is. I'm just gonna go and do my thing. I've gone now. Now, see me, I need to have communication. So let's say, and up until now, I never had a problem like this. What I'm going to tell you, this is the first time it's happened. I've left there, I'm communicating with her. All of a sudden, I'm not getting no communication. Yeah, I'm messaging her, I'm not getting communication, fam. So this is alerting me a bit. Half an hour's gone by, no communication, yeah? That's made me go down there. I've gone outside, messaging her like, yo, are you taking a fucking piss? Yeah, because I think the guy's extended as well. I think the guy wanted to extend. So the time had actually run out at this point. She was meant to stay longer and whatever. Long story short, she's not answering the phone, fam. Yeah. Texting her, she's not answering the phone, bro. I'm thinking, all right, something's up. Yeah. Now I know she's in the room. I have I know exactly where she is, whatever. Boom, 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 yeah. I've managed to go get a card for the room. Yeah, because I knew the woman on the reception. I've got a card for the room, bro, and burst in the room on a mad one. You get me? Like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah?
Yeah.
These times, she's sitting there like nothing's happening. The guy's acting like nothing's happening. And obviously, she's scared at this point, innit? Because I don't know what the guy's been saying to her, but she's glad that I'm there,
Yeah.
but she's not really saying much. The guy's obviously got his shit and ended up dipping out, yeah? And I said to her, yo, what? Like, what happened?
He didn't get intimidated by you or anything?
He did. That's when, as soon as I've gone there, the guy's like already, he's like, oh shit. Do you understand? Yeah.
Okay.
Getting his shit together.
Okay.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna go. Yeah, but he was acting like a frail kind of guy. So I let him go. After he's gone, the girls told me that the guy wasn't letting her use the phone. He was threatening her. He was smoking crack in the room and saying, oh, if you touch your phone, I'm gonna bang you in the face. So imagine, fam, if I was not working with her, that scenario,
Yeah.
how long would that guy have had her in that room, bro? And he was only sticking it on her for half an hour because I found that straight away. You're not communicating with me. You're messaging me every hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's my investment, bro. She's making me 2-3 grand a day. I want to make sure that my investment's safe, innit? So it's like, bro, if I didn't go in there, what would have happened, bro? Like, she could have got raped. She could have got robbed, abused. And to get me, fuck knows, bro.
I hear you. So
yeah,
I think that I've got two.
Bit extreme to kick off the podcast, but you know what I mean? It's like that scenario you can see where a guy on the other side of the door literally saved her, bro.
So in a way, you're like security.
Man, yeah, man's Superman.
You're
bro.
a doorman.
Yeah, and the thing is, a
You
lot
got
of
your
agents,
SA badge.
basically, fam, I actually do a good deed for the community. Like, if you think about it that way.
Okay, but on the flip side, I've got two questions here.
Yeah.
First of all, what's the split? If she's getting 1,500 and she's the main person, what's she paying for this security and these business deals being
That's
done?
negotiable.
Okay.
So, and like everything, it's like every woman's got her expectations. Every agency, every guy's got his expectations. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with me, the minimum we're gonna take is 50%.
Okay.
That's if you're a good worker. Otherwise, we take 60%.
So how do you negotiate?
It's just all right. So typical example would be you said about the percentages, yeah. So right, a girl normally how they would contact me would be online. So it'd be through the website. Yeah, they'll be searching on, like, say if you're a girl, you want to make some P's, you're online doing some research, you come across a website at the top that says boom, whatever agency, English escorts, Asian escorts, work available.
Is being an escort, is that legal?
Yeah. As long as you pay tax. Then if you don't, then they'll fuck you over. But as long as you pay tax, all right, a woman can selling sex is legal. But like someone can say to someone else, right, I'm going to charge you £80 for whatever. That's not a crime. If it's between two people, it's legit.
So it's legit. But how did this all start?
Mad, bro. It's just randomly, you know. Right, a girl actually approached me and said, yo, let's make some money together. A couple of girls have done it. Actually, not wasn't one.
Really?
2 different occasions. 2 different.
In what sort of environment did the girl just ask you?
One woman she was a bit of a crackhead. She was a bit of a nitty, yeah. She used to pick up. Long story short, she was a bit of a crackhead one where she probably wanted to make money for drugs. I came across her and we just started working because, you know, she She obviously needs security. She knows she can't do it on her own. I had the drugs. She was like, I might as well work with this guy. And I was just feeding her drugs basically to work. So that was one scenario which lasted probably 2 weeks or maybe a month at tops. Yeah. And it was an opportunity. Yeah. And I kind of made some money and just left it. And then a few months later, someone that was actually renting a property from me and working there, she had a problem that obviously she couldn't deal with. Someone was coming there and basically robbing her, beating her up. You get me? And she needed someone to help her. The first person she turned to was the guy she's renting the flat off. So she shouted me. I've gone down there. I felt like I have to do something in it. Cool. She's on her own. She's renting this place off me. She pays more than the usual rent. I'm getting good rental yield. Yeah.
I need to protect my...
She was paying me double rent, fam. You get me? Obviously, at that point, I wasn't involved in any business. I just know, right, the flat was £1,500 a week. That was the rent. Yeah. Queensway. It was a nice flat, 3-bedroom, nice apartment, like Bayswater, you know them sides, yeah? 15 bills a week, yeah? I was charging her like 2.5 a week or something like that.
Wow.
So it was a lot of money. She was probably making like 2 to 4 grand a day, minimum.
Boy.
Like, minimum, bro. Like before I met her. So obviously someone's come there a couple of times, roughed her up, took her money off her. She's independent, bear in mind, innit? She's a young girl, she's independent. The guy's come there, violated. She's, right, who's she gonna call, bro? She's not gonna tell her family that she was working as a prosy and someone beat her up. You know what I'm trying to say? She can't really, even if she had a boyfriend, she probably wouldn't tell him because she's trying to be low key with it. Not like nowadays, you got bitches on OnlyFans, you got their boyfriends bashing over their videos, you know what I mean? With other men. Like, the world's gone mad, bro, innit? Like, but it's some people, they don't want to be public with it. Yeah, they don't want their pictures on a website. So like, even on my website or on their own page, they might have pictures with their faces covered, or they, you know what I'm saying? Some people are low key, so she was a bit low key. So that was another scenario where she called me for help. I helped her, and then after that, we kind of started working together. She brought a couple other girls on board. And
did this kind of go hand in hand? Because before this, which we'll probably go into a little bit as well, you was getting into drug selling, right? You was dealing and stuff.
Drugs and prostitution, they are very closely related.
And did you think that, hey, hang on, if I can rent this flat for 2.5 grand, that's 10 grand a month, I could rather try get more into this rather than being on the street and shotting and getting caught in a different way?
That's exactly what it was for me. So when I found out that you could make money in that way, it was like, why am I risking? Because by then I've already been in prison 3-4 times for drugs, driving. Altogether, I've been to like probably 10 different jails. You get me, for different things over the years. I've probably done about I'm between 5 or 7 years in jail, like behind the door.
Do you think the system failed you at all? I mean,
I actually think the system's fair. Like the legal system, I think is quite fair. Like in this country, anyway. Okay. The judicial system, you can always judge a country on how they treat their prisoners and how their system is. And I think for the amount of trouble that I've been in, the things that I've done, I think the prison time that I've got is about fair. It's balanced. Do you know what I mean? I haven't got any have you long sentences that are like are unjustifiable. Do you get me?
You've gone to prison 8 to 10 times.
Yeah.
It's failed you in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I think society, I think in general, I think the rehabilitation side of it, every time I've gone jail, in one way or the other, it has rehabilitated me. And I've seen friends that have spent longer than me in jail, that have maybe got 14 years, 28 years, 15 years, and they're doing half of it or 3/4 of it. And it's like, you see them, right, the first time they go jail, they might get slapped with like a fucking daddy stretcher. Let's say they get 15. They'll do fucking 7.5 years, come out, but then they get straight into it because they're still in that mindset when they first went in. Yeah, they're trying to make up for lost time. Do you get me? At this point, yeah. So they come out of jail after 6-7 years, they're back into shit. 2 years later, they're back in jail. That's the time they learn. You know, when they're back in jail, where they've been out, they've seen their children that are older, they've got a taste of legit life, they've been working, they've started making money, they've started doing illegal activity as well, a little bit, and got caught, landed them back inside. Then they're like, fuck, bruv, I'm older now. I'm 30 now. Like, I'm in jail. Like, I can't go back now. Then they do a few more years. Then they come out. Then it's like, yo, now I'm not looking to make up for lost time. I'm looking for the future now. Because now I'm like halfway there now. I'm 35 years old. have I even got 35 years? Do you know what I'm saying? So
It's true.
family's getting older. Or my mum's getting older. My dad's getting older. My kids are getting older. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
I think not with everyone, but I've seen it with people that want to change, that have got some sort of light in them or some sort of faith in something. I've seen them change, bro. From I'm talking like from people that beat off shots broad daylight, rob people, kidnap people, burn people with irons and take their toenails off. I'm talking about guys like that.
Wow.
To where they are now, where they're working legit jobs and they're active members, good members of society. I think without prison coming in between,
Yeah.
I think God knows, innit, what could have happened, innit? So even though I'm a criminal and I hate the fucking police,
Yeah.
it's like you have to have a balance in life. Chaos and like good and evil, law and chaos, it's like they have to be balanced, innit? Otherwise, bro, the whole world's fucked, fam. Do you know what I mean? No one wants innocent people getting murdered or getting, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, so I think in some way, I think it's balanced, man.
It's true. How did you get into drugs? Like, what was that first moment that started leading you into the underground?
So the first time I done drugs, I'd say I think I was 14. I smoked weed,
Wow.
and until then, obviously in my family, no one's done drugs. I never saw drugs at home. So obviously I think my granddad smoked. Maybe one of my uncles smoked. Other than that, none of my family. My dad didn't smoke. My mum doesn't smoke or do drugs. My dad might have had. Actually, he's British Asian, so he might have had the odd drink, whatever. But even he wasn't. He's not a druggie or alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really see that at home. So for me, it was at school. Obviously, around other people, older influences outside of school, where I kind of picked up on it. And it's like slightly. It's not like you're peer pressured, but you are kind of. I don't know, man. You're compelled to like act up a certain way in front of people. Do you get me? Especially when you're young, innit? You feel like, I gotta be the first one to do this. I've got to, you know what I mean? I want to be the cool kid or whatever.
So you smoked a joint, and loads of people do that when they're young,
Yeah,
and they want to
smokers
try
really,
it.
yeah.
And normally they're like, "Nah, I don't want to do it again, or I'm gonna look after you boys when you're high and stuff." But what happened?
Just carried on doing it, bro. I think I've done it. Then I think, you know what? My thing was I graduated to harder drugs very early.
Wow.
So when I was 15, I started selling heroin and crack for guys that were in a different area. So
how did you get associated with them guys?
So a couple of my friends from a different school. So I actually went to decent schools.
Yeah.
So the couple of my friends that might have gone to another school who live in a different area, whose brothers and cousins are doing it. So then you kind of get introduced to it. So my first introduction, I was 15. My brethren said, my cousin needs people. He's looking for people to work on a line in country. And them times I didn't know what it was. Like, I'm just hearing about it now. And that's basically when you travel from London, you go up north or down south to the countryside and just sell drugs to them and just come back up basically. So I said, yeah, how much are you getting paid? He said, yeah, we'll get paid like maybe 5 bills every couple of days or something like that. £500 every 2 days or something.
Okay.
And I thought, yeah, that's all right, you know. I'm 15 years old, bro. Like I'm selling a bit of weed. I was selling pills as well at that point, ecstasy tablets in school.
And there was nothing. There was no fear aspect, like
no fear. Like, you're getting away with it. No one's expecting you. Like I was selling things to the security guard, teachers in school. Like there's one or two
teachers in school,
bro. Not all right. The security, all right, basically, one of my friends was a security guard at the school. Obviously, he became my friend. Like became a very good friend of mine. Yeah, he was like my oldest client. But through him, I sold drugs to a lot of teachers at school. Yeah, prom night when I wasn't allowed in prom. I was kicked out of school. I wouldn't even gone anyway. You get me? I wasn't even on that. But prom night, I sold drugs to him, like cocaine, other stuff, and he then distributed it to teachers. So I know for a fact that teachers are on it. Maybe not while they're there.
The teachers are the worst.
Yeah, they're on
teachers
it, bro.
Are the worst.
Everyone's on it, bro. Like literally, fam. I remember that night. I think he bought about 7-8 grams off me of sniff. Yeah, he gave it to one of my head of years. That was literally my head of year that used to give me detention. Who used to fucking lecture me, bro. Yeah, him. Man's fucking, I don't know, another teacher, I don't know, bare teachers, bro, like, fucked, bro, like, I'm thinking, yo, and that was when I was 16.
Wow.
So I'm 16 years old, it's like, school's just finished.
So since 14 to 16, you're doing this, you haven't been caught?
Yeah, ain't been caught, I've been getting away with it, just about, dodged police, dodged getting robbed.
What do you mean just about? Like, what was
just
the close?
Just about, bro, I've had situations, for example, I had one situation where, this is when I was about 15, we was in Kent, and we're selling from this guy's house, him and his girlfriend, yeah? and there was another house down the road, and the guy there was picking up a lot of crack off us. And I'm talking, bro, the guy was spending like 5 grand a day, just him, like buying. He used to literally come. I thought he was a Fed at first. I'm thinking, yo, this guy is a bit booky. Yeah, fuck it, let's go and link him in it. Go and link him. A woman, the yard. He was at a yard of a woman who was. I think this woman had HIV or AIDS or something. Yeah, she was like looked like she was about to die. Like she was so skinny, old. Her son, funny enough, yeah, looked normal. She had a son who was like 3 years old, blonde hair, healthy baby, you know. Didn't look, you wouldn't even know that the mum was looking like that. Mum was literally about to die. So what happened was now, we used to go to this house for a few days, sell him loads of shit, like 2, 3, 4 grand's worth of stuff. The guy had loads of cash. He's an old man, like really old man. He looks like that guy out of Toy Story that paints the fucking toys. I don't know if you remember that, yeah? But there's a guy, the viewers might, yeah? There's an old man, like, a proper old man, glasses, yeah, painting toys. The guy looks exactly like him, and he's just there smoking crack all day, buying everyone crack.
What is crack?
Crack is cocaine that's been washed, gone through like a process, and made into another substance, hardened, and then they can smoke it. That is 100 times worse than cocaine. That's what draws people to like heroin and shit like that. Because me, I've sniffed cocaine for years. Do you get me? But nothing would ever make me want to do heroin or try crack because I've seen the difference.
You never tried it?
I've tried it once. Yeah, I smoked crack once, yeah, and it weren't for me. I was like, fuck that, this crackhead thing. You get me? That's when I was much older. I'd already sold it at this point, and I just done it just for like, let me see what the hype's all about. And when I done it, I thought, bro, this is what I'm getting mad over. Because what it is crack is more for the poor crackheads, yeah, who've got serious issues. They tend to get drawn into the crack. Cocaine is a more high class drug. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I've sold to fucking MPs. I've had MPs come to my establishments, bro. I had a flat in Victoria, what's it called? Buckingham Palace Road, yeah? Around the corner from Westminster and all that, yeah? I had a flat there for 2 years, bro. I had a Lebanese thing working there. She put so many dildos up MPs' bums, yeah? You will not believe, bro. You will not believe, bro. Oh, like, man. Literally, that's what they want. They used to come there just to get pegged, fam. Yeah,
Bloody
I swear down. She's got videos of them, bro.
Oh my God, that's worth a lot of money.
Right, Sun newspaper, shout me.
Shout me.
Yeah, shout me.
You got some 50-bag deals
there.
We
got you.
So talk to me about the first time you got arrested.
First time I got arrested was around about that time when I was 14. I got arrested with a knife, a butterfly knife.
Why
I'd never stabbed anyone.
Why was you carrying it?
I just it's cool, innit? I didn't have no ops. It's just cool, like, oh, knife. You know what I mean? I used to play with Rambos when I was younger. You know what I mean? Not Rambos, Action Mans and shit.
Okay.
So, you know, that mindset where, yeah, it's cool, innit? Yeah, man used to have, like, long ones like that. I used to buy long knives. And like, you know, like walking sticks. There used to be, like, walking stick things where you pull it out and it's like a long... Not like I said, I never used it at that point. Yeah. It was just, like, I used to be interested in it. You know what I'm saying?
So did you get arrested first or get stabbed first?
So I got arrested for a knife, then I got arrested for weed, just minor things, innit? You get released.
So what does it feel like when you're being arrested and you're like, shit, this is illegal. I know it's wrong. My mum and dad don't do nothing. They don't even smoke. I'm being arrested here.
Yeah, what's the thought process? At first, obviously, it's a bit daunting at first, but once you go through the process, you're like, this is fucking light work, bro. I've been arrested, they let me out. Or they have been arrested and they give me a caution. So you kind of get away with it at first, innit? You don't get punished as much, innit? You kind of go there, your mum and dad comes to bail you out, and you go home, and then that's it.
Wasn't you getting like, you know, you're staying home, you tell me where you go?
I was getting
this.
I was a bad youth, innit? I would sneak out, I'll do this, I'll do that. And at that age, bro, I wasn't even living at home. So age 15, when I wasn't at school, this is, you know, like 15, 16, you have GCSEs, you have study leave.
Yeah.
You're out of school anyway, yeah? So them times, I wasn't even at home. I used to go, like I said, country, pack my suitcase for 3 days, sell crack.
Where your parents are going, where are you going?
Ringing me, I'm my friend's house, I'm not coming home. Okay, don't come home then. All right, cool. Do you know, like, you know now, like, if you're young and if someone says to me, oh, you're not coming home tonight, they want to run home. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I'm making money. So it's about them times, I used to make more money than my parents, bro. I was 15, but for that, like, that couple of months I was going there and I was selling crack, whatever, I was definitely seeing more money than my parents were seeing. So it's like, fuck that, bro. Do you get me? People are struggling out here.
Did they know?
They didn't know what I was doing. No.
So can I ask you a question? Flip it around. If you was your parents, what would you have done differently to keep you out
What
of
I would
this?
have done differently, firstly, again, sometimes I think things happen no matter what you do in it. Yeah, there's anomalies where things are gonna happen where thing is you haven't got control of it. Yeah, some people are just born bad breeds. You feel me? Some people are just born a certain way, or they've grown up a certain way. They've got something in them in it. I know I've seen people like that. Some people you look at them, even some kids. I look at some kids, yeah, and they've got a blank stare, bro. It's like they've seen a lot already. Do you get me? And it's like, yeah, that youth's gonna be a bad youth when he gets older. Do you get me? It's like when you look at a certain dog and it's like it's
Yeah.
not all there. You know that dog's
Yeah.
gonna rip you up because
Yeah.
he's like he's not even looking at you, but
Yeah.
he's like his awareness ain't there. But it's like you can kind of tell, bro. You know, like who the sweet, like, come on, even with children, fam. You know, you get sweet kids, you get bad kids, you get wronging kids. I wasn't a wronging kid, but I think I was a bit, because I was the oldest, I probably got the most love from my pupos, Carlas,
Yeah.
everyone, grandparents, everyone. I was there first, innit? So I've got the most love naturally. Then obviously my brothers have come, my other cousins, whatever. But I think slightly, maybe it's me, maybe I was spoiled. I don't know, bro. Like fuck knows what it is, but I think what I would do different, firstly, is I would always be there. Yeah, always. Now I don't come from a typical household. Like my mom and dad, they broke up, that divorce, whatever. Dad was doing his thing. Yeah. And so it's like because he wasn't always around certain times when I was maybe that age, he wasn't around all the time. Yeah, he was, bro, don't get twisted. Financially, he done everything for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't go without. Yeah. He supported me up till I was, even after I come out of jail and went jail
Yeah.
again, he was still helping me. Financially, he was there. He didn't move to another country at that point. He was still local. He was seeing us every other day or every day, but you're not there 24 hours a day. You understand? The only way that you're gonna make sure your kids don't go around the wrong path is if you spend time with them. And I don't mean send them to school and then come home from work at 7 and then spend 3 hours with them. That's not enough time, bro. That's not enough time. Like my kids aren't going to school. I've said it on another podcast. I'll say it again. My kids ain't going to school, bro.
They're not going to
Fuck
school.
that. Fuck that, bro. Never.
How do you get around that?
School is where they're gonna get influence, bro. School. Yeah? 100%, bro. There's nowhere else that's gonna influence a good kid to do bad stuff apart from school. Yeah? Come on, fam. They're gonna go to school at 9 in the morning where you're picking up things, bro. From like my daughter wakes up, bro, at 6 in the morning. She's just over 1 year old. She wakes up at 6, 7. She's active. She wants to learn, fam. Yeah. She knows ABCs and all that. 1, 2, 3. She's smart. Because man spend time with her, man. Read to her. Cool. Even TV shows. I'll be real, fam. TV shows like Miss Rachel probably teach kids more than fucking schools do, bro. I swear down, bro. Like,
What
do you
about
get
if
me?
you've got money for private schooling?
Yeah, I went private school. I went to private school. I went, bro. Listen,
You went private school?
year 7 till year 8. I went to a 4,000 pound a term school, bro, where all my peers, bro, their parents were conservative MPs, fucking musicians, and all types of shit. You get me? That's where I went, bro, for a year. And
And still that was going on in there?
bro, I was there. Cool. I wasn't smoking or doing drugs at that point. I actually hate smoking. I used to see older girls, like popular girls that were older smoking. I'd be like, because obviously my parents don't smoke. I was kind of anti. But then by the end of year 8, because I was a bit naughty, me and a few kids from that school, funnily enough, mostly ethnic kids, yeah, who were obviously affecting the learning of the other kids, yeah. They invited our parents into school and said, yo, they're gonna end up getting kicked out. So like they said to my dad, look, he's gonna get kicked out, but rather than do that, if you take him out of the school, it's not gonna affect him getting somewhere else. Do you get me? So he said, okay, cool. Fuck it, it's too expensive anyway. Take man out. And then for a year, I wasn't in school. So like that year, so I'll be real, even in that private school, had I stayed there, obviously I wasn't there long enough to say how my life would have gone. I reckon I probably would have been on the same shit. And you know why? Further down the line, I started selling drugs to people that I went to school with in that school, bro. And they were on drugs.
They probably had the
Probably
money.
on harder drugs than me. They probably had more money as well.
They
Do
had
you get
money
me?
to afford it.
Peas, bro. Like I was selling to half of them, bro. Like years later. I'm talking like 10, 15 years later. I'm selling coke.
Do you
to
think
these
the
man.
school system's broken?
School system's fucked, bro. I don't believe in school, bro. No type of school. Whether it's a school here, whether it's a religious school, yeah? Because remember, every school has got someone funding them, yeah? No school's just there because fucking, you know what I'm saying, for the sake of it. Government barely funds schools, bro. They get funding from other sources. Do you get me? Other foundations and charities that are set up. They're even government schools, yeah? They get funding from elsewhere. The school curriculum is set up by a certain group of people who oversee what everyone's learning. Do you understand? And that's to suit their own agenda. Yeah. Whatever you learn in school is gonna be what they want you to learn. Do you understand? What you learn history in the UK is gonna be different from what you learn in another country.
Of
Do you get me,
course.
fam?
Yeah.
Like they're all gonna teach you at different events. Yeah. Over here, you're probably gonna learn the false narrative. Do you get me? Because the winners write the history in it. So it's school's fucking useless, bro. Like it's better than nothing. If you got two parents who are nincompoops, bro, yeah, who don't know anything, then school's the best option for you because you might learn something. Even though you might get drawn out, you might become a crackhead or something, yeah, you're still gonna learn, innit? Learning is very important. You're gonna learn the basics, yeah. But if you've got parents that are active in your lifestyle, active in your life, that are available, that have knowledge, more knowledge than the fucking teacher does, then why are you gonna, like, why, bro? Do you think my daughter is gonna hold her hand up for a fucking teacher, bruv, whose wages I put in my nose? Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Is my daughter gonna say, Miss, can I go to it? Fuck that, bro. Like, never that. Like, imagine that, bro. 30 pupils fighting for the attention of some teacher that's earning fuck all, bro, as well, yeah? That probably doesn't even want to be there. Do you understand, yeah? And it's like, bro, nah, bro. I don't, school's lost, bro. And like, when people tell me about school, bro, I just feel sick. And I'll be real, fam, I don't have this conversation with family members. Even family members are like, about schools and that. I'm like, fuck that, bro. And then it gets into a conversation. But it's like, listen, you do what you want to do. You can do what you're indoctrinated to do. I'm going to do what I know is best for my children. Do you get me? And what's best for them is not going to no school because, alhamdulillah, I've got a sweet daughter, fam, who's innocent, bro. The most nicest, caring person, fam. You can see it. You get me? From a young age, you can see it, like how caring they are. Especially when she's got a younger brother now. You can see the interactions and stuff. And it's like, I would never jeopardize her future by putting her with hundreds of other youths, fam. Not just her class, remember. You've got hundreds of kids in this school, bro. Older ones, younger ones, yeah. Crackheads probably as well. There's secondary schools, there's crackheads walking around in classrooms. Because people are taking drugs at that age.
Wow.
By the age of like year 8, year 9, people are taking drugs, 100%. Or alcohol, drinking alcohol.
So what's the alternative?
Homeschooling, bro. Homeschooling, and then cool. Kids need to interact and socialize.
So how's she
So
gonna get
my
that?
thing is, cool, cousins, extended family, yeah, gatherings and stuff. Yeah, that's one thing. Clubs as well, fam. There's bare clubs, activities that you can do that your kid would want to do. Do you understand? So like the school, they're teaching you what they want you to know, innit? But if you teach your kid yourself, then you're teaching them what they should know or what your values. Do you understand? Not the values of a, you know what I'm saying, a school funded by Masons. I'm trying to say, basically.
I hear you.
So it's just one of them ones.
So coming back to your story, when was the first time you got stabbed?
First time I got stabbed, I was 15. Had a little problem with someone in my area. One of my friends did, and I got involved. I got stabbed in the leg, got stabbed in the kneecap, twice here in the back as well. The second time, I nearly lost these 2 fingers. You can see here, yeah. See from there?
Yeah.
These 2 fingers were hanging off. The man's pulled out a knife and I've grabbed it. And as he's pulled it backwards, my whole fingers have come off. That was when I was like 16, yeah. Then 17, I got stabbed again in my arse, yeah. So I got stabbed 9 times in my bum cheek, my right bum cheek, and I think twice in my left bum cheek, plus the back as well, whatever, legs. And I stood up. Thank God I
By a
survived.
big knife, small knife? What is it?
I didn't see the knife, to be honest. The last time, there was older guys. So that the third time I got, up until then, it was people my age. The third time, I was working for someone, and long story short, I didn't feel like I was getting paid properly. So I started robbing him on a sly one. So like, he'd send me to go meet a customer. I'd give the customer a different number and say, yo, call this number next time. I was basically just trying to suck his line in it. And he found out, lined me up one day. This was in Hackney. He's lined me up. He's told me to link him at the park. I thought, yeah, we're going to just talk about whatever. I've gone there. It was pitch black as well. I got rushed by like 4 guys. They were a lot older than me. I was about probably like, 16, 17. These men were fucking maybe 25, 28. You know what I'm saying? Grown men in it. So I got rushed. I don't think they didn't want to kill me, or they could have killed me. I think they targeted me to those parts of my body to teach me a lesson. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I was fucked as well, bro. Even when that happened, I was on drugs
So
that whole time.
when you get stabbed, what does it feel like?
At first, you can't feel anything, so it will feel like, but it feels like it's like going through butter, innit? When you like, obviously, I'm talking about when you stab someone, it feels like just like you're slicing through butter. You don't really feel it, and when you're receiving it, it feels the same, bro. It's like obviously, it's your body's reacting doesn't react to it that fast, innit? But I'd say obviously, my situation, I've survived, so I can tell you from that point of view. It gets to a point where you start fading and you're foaming. You're literally foaming, and obviously you apply pressure to the wound. As long as you do that, it will start feeling like you've got a dead leg. But like someone's just sat there for a day, just thumping you, yeah, hard in your leg, yeah. It will just feel like that. And then obviously when you get it sealed up and you get it taken care of, obviously it starts feeling a lot better. But it's not really that bad. Like, to be fair, you don't really feel it, fam. Like, at that time when I got stabbed, I didn't feel it. The guy was stabbing me. I thought he was trying to punch me. So he's on top of, like, he's hit me. Basically, I walked into the park. The guy that I was with, I realized he's still standing further back. I was thinking, yo, what are you doing back there, you dickhead? You get me? As I've turned around, there's another guy who was fucking, this guy was massive, bro. He's come running up to me. Bang! Yeah, all I heard was, bro, all I heard was screeching. Everything went purple, yeah, for about 5-10 seconds, yeah. As I've come back to my senses, I'm on my back. He's on top of me, yeah? He's trying to, I don't know what he was trying to do at this point.
Yeah.
I've just literally come to my senses. He's trying to do some madness. I started laughing. I'm like, yo, you dickhead, what you doing, bro? Because, bro, he wasn't punching me. He was just trying to, I don't know what he was trying to do. He was trying to get in a position. And that's when I realized, okay, he was trying to flip me over or get me in a position where he could target where he wanted to stab. Because, bro, they weren't trying to kill me. But they would have got bagged and got lifed off. They ain't going to kill 16-year-old in a park, bro, where they haven't planned it. Do you get me? They're probably fucking, there's bare evidence, yeah? And over what? Over me trying to rob a couple customers. It's not worth it. Do you understand? So I think they actually wanted to just teach me a lesson rather than go for the M. Yeah, they didn't want to go for the kill. So they've stabbed me in the arse, back, whatever. Just left me there, took my phone. And I didn't even, at that point even, I didn't know I got stabbed. Obviously, my head's hurting, my body's hurting from getting punched and kicked. But the stab wounds, you can't feel it at that point. It wasn't until I walked about 100 yards. I see a group of youths my age, black and white youths, in the park. And then two girls have come up to me and they're screaming, you get me? Oh, yo, what's happened? And I've looked down, all my bottoms from this side were all red. So like this side was white, but the side, obviously this side for some reason, was all down here.
Wow.
It was all red, the grey bottoms, yeah? That's when I've seen it, then you start feeling it. Do you understand? Like at that point, I won't, the adrenaline's got the better of you, but when you're actually looking at it or whatever, or you know that it's coming from somewhere, it gets you, bro. I think I dropped shortly after. Obviously, they've called an ambulance. They picked me up, took me over the gate, took me to the fucking hospital, and then blood. The worst part of that experience, let me tell you, wasn't even getting stabbed. When I've gone to the hospital now, I was about to say hotel. When I've gone to the hospital, yeah, the first thing they've done, they're giving me bare morphine, yeah. The guy said to me, are you on any like medication? I said, I'm not on medication, but I've just took bare ecstasy tablets a couple hours before. So I was actually high. That's probably why my shit went purple, you get me? I said to him, I've taken some ecstasy and some cannabis, whatever. The guy's like, oh, that's fine. It'll be even better for you then. They give me bare morphine, bro, yeah? Bare other shit. At this point, I'm all like woozy, yeah? Then the nurse was a man. I remember the nurse was a man, yeah? He's held my hand. He goes, yo, basically, the doctor's coming now. She's going to have to check for internal bleeding. And I'm like, okay. Like inside my batty. They were like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool. At this point, I didn't know what they were going to do. Bruv, the nurse has come, bruv. She's shoved her 2 fingers, bruv, all the way up my batty. I don't know how far she went, fam, or how far she had to check, fam, but swift, bro. I'm talking like that swift motion, bro. In, out, yeah. Obviously, no internal bleeding, thank God, yeah. But, bro, that was probably worse than me getting stabbed, bro. You get me? I'll be real, lala. Yeah. I would rather she gave me one more stab wound, fam.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, just give me one extra juke, fam. This stuff, obviously, luckily, it wasn't a male nurse that put his fingers up there.
Wow.
It was a woman with small hands in it. You get me? But yeah, man, they didn't take my virginity though. Don't get twisted.
Yeah.
Still, I don't think they popped anything. It's just, you get me?
Oh shit.
Check the bleeding. Wait, man.
Wow.
This is the one. You know what? This is the last can I've got, you know.
What you saying about this?
This is the actual last can. A bit
How
more.
how did you get around making an energy drink? Like, you know,
So with this, I like energy drinks. It's probably my favorite drink because I'm active. I've got active lifestyle. My shit is I'm up late. I'm doing this, that, and the other. And to be honest, the other energy drinks, it's like I weren't really feeling them. I thought, you know what, let me make my own one, and just no. Now I'm talking about it. Peng, fam. The
Peng.
flavor in that
It's called Harami Energy, yeah?
Harami energy, man. Yeah, but it's like the flavor, fam. There's no energy drink that beats it. Another thing, you know them energy drinks like Boost,
Yes.
Prime. You got these other shit ones, yeah. They've got no sugar in it. Yeah. See, most drinks have got 4.5 grams per 100 mil. So, Ribena, Pepsi, Boost, all these drinks now, if you look at their sugar, it's the same amount, 4.5 grams. Yeah. Normally, they're meant to have 15 grams or something per 100 mil. The reason they've reduced it is because of the sugar tax. But anything over 100, I think anything over 1,000,000 liters, if you got more than 4.5 to 8 grams of sugar, it's a different tax bracket. Then over, I think, 11, it's another tax bracket. So all these companies now, that's why they're promoting low sugar drinks because they don't want to pay the tax. Yeah, not because it's better for your health, because let's be real, sucralose and that artificial shit that you've got in Prime and all these other drinks, they're just finding out now that it's a lot worse for you than sugar because there's not been that much research into it. It's a grey area, so they're getting away with using it.
So how do you get to, like, I'm somebody at home and I'm like, I want to make an energy drink. How does that happen? How do you make that real?
It weren't easy, you know, I can't lie. Because at first I had a couple of people that I was chatting to, and they were coming up with ideas, and they were throwing ideas around. And I was under the impression that the guy that done my artwork for me, because he'd done brands before, I thought he had the contacts to make it happen.
Yeah.
So my involvement was gonna be, yeah, the design's cool. You make it, I'll market it. Yeah. That's what in my head, that's what was the idea.
Yeah.
Once the designs were done and everything was done, yeah, I was actually sitting there waiting for these guys to come with numbers. And when I got the numbers, I'm like, yo, bro, this is not a business. You got some local manufacturer to make these cans who's probably going to someone else to make the cans, charging dumb money, bro. Like, there was no money in it. And I thought, nah, what they're giving me is basically, if someone wants promotional cans for a fucking event, then you call this company, you pay that Red Bull prices, and you get a few cans made, yeah? That's not what I want to do, yeah?
No.
I'm trying to do a business that's scalable. I want my shit in Sainsbury's and fucking Londis and Shell and all this shit, yeah? So I've said, yo, fuck that. Let me do my own research, yeah? Let me use my knowledge in property and whatever else and selling drugs and other stuff here. Let me use all of that to now source a supplier, yeah, for thing. Yeah, I can source Colombian suppliers for cocaine. How hard can it be to source this? Or I've gone online for about 2 months, fam. I made phone calls every day. I spoke to people at Red Bull, fucking this company, that company. I spoke to a man in fucking Dubai, Thailand, Poland, everywhere, bro, everywhere. I spoke to guys in Leicester, Asian guys that had done it before, randomly, bro, finding numbers online and ringing them, just talk to them. Yo, bro, like, I want to make a drink. Like, go and get your shit trademarked. That's what he said to me first. He said, get it trademarked. He didn't even know I was Frenzo or whatever. He just hearing me ring, some guy ringing him. So I got information from people, got my shit trademarked. Then I realized, okay, cool. For me to make a drink that's the level of the other drinks, yeah, that can compete with Red Bull and Coca-Cola, I need to have the best ingredients, the best can, and the best quality, yeah? So for that, the first thing that I did was I scrapped all the overseas manufacturers, yeah? Because UK is the best place, yeah? I trust UK. Do you know what I mean? I don't trust Poland. I don't trust Pakistan, yeah? With all due respect to the brothers, yeah? I'm not going to get a drink made in fucking Turkey. You know what I mean? My thing was, let's keep it to the UK. Let's get the highest quality, the best manufacturers, yeah? People that I work with Coca-Cola and Red Bull.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the level I'm working on. So, because remember, Red Bull don't make no cans themselves. They have other people canning it for them and da 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 da. For that reason, unfortunately, it makes it difficult for small people like me, who's just getting into it, to get some sort of to get a supplier like that, because they're like, yo, we're churning out millions of cans for Red Bull. Why the fuck are we gonna want to make your fucking 10,000 cans? Do you get me? So it took me a while to meet people. So I found out I made the best flavor. Then I found a company that makes the cans. Found a company that does everything, and put it all together basically. And
That's
now I've got
that's
like a
quite a
seamless.
transition.
Yeah, I think it was easy, man. It wasn't even hard. I just wanted to do it. I could have probably made the drink. Like even now, bro, I've got 2 new flavors coming out. I've actually got 6 new flavors, but I've got 2 coming out in the next week or so. One's called Blue Raz,
Yeah.
and one's called Puddy Passion flavor. Yeah, it's a peach passion fruit flavor, bro.
Shit.
Which is honestly, fam, I've been a soft. I've been a fan of soft drinks from young, innit? Yeah, fizzy drinks. Man's had them all, yeah. To the point where I'm sick of them all. Like you've
Mm,
had them so much, it's
mm.
like, fuck it, I'm just gonna drink water now or whatever. But it's like gets to the point where see the drinks that I've got, the flavor, you can't match it. The sugar content is the same as Red Bull and Coca-Cola, which is obviously costing me more money, but that's why those drinks are better than the rest, bro. Because the ingredients that they've got is the best. Do you get me? They're not swapping sugar, which is what we want, yeah, for fucking sucralose or fucking this other
So you
artificial
believe
shit.
in real sugar?
Real sugar, bro, is way better. And I argue this all the time. The reason why we've been led to believe sugar's bad is because the companies that want us to believe the sugar's bad are the ones that want to save money on sugar tax. Do you understand, fam? So obviously, bro, they're gonna tell you sugar's bad. Now we've got an alternative for you. It's like, oh, smoking's bad, but we've got vapes. Now we've just found out vapes are worse than cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're inhaling it. You get me? Because you don't know what's in it, bro. It's a liquid made in China somewhere. And man, like
For a
half this
pound.
half the CBD vapes that you get nowadays and the THC vapes are spice. Like it's not even like THC.
How do you know that?
I know people that make them.
Okay.
Yeah, and people smoking it thinking it's weed or it's THC, but it's not. It's like some next shit. Not good. That's why I stay away from that one.
So you're now trying to take a different path in life in terms of business.
Yeah.
Um, and also alongside this, obviously you want some sort of promotion around yourself, which is, do you feel music gets you that?
Music definitely gets me there. I think music has created a lot of business opportunities for me itself because it promotes you as a person. Not only that, as a brand. So the energy drinks, I've sold over 50,000 cans, yeah.
Wow.
And that's off of like 2, 3 Instagram posts. It's not even like, bro, I've had no adverts yet. I've not put a billboard out. I've not put an Instagram advert. I've literally posted it once on Instagram before release and once after. I've sold 50,000 of these ones. The new ones that are coming, I've already pre-sold over 30,000 of them, and the cans ain't even here. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like the brand has created that. Otherwise, even people are telling me, "Oh, bro, why have you got Harami on there? You used to call it halali, bro." I'm like, "Who the hell's halali, though, bro? You ain't like you definitely ain't gonna buy it, bro. You get me? Like, Harami's the brand, innit? Do
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?" And
How do
it's like
you, playing devil's advocate and also respecting you in the same sort of light, how do you get somebody who's an ex-convict, pimp, into drugs, and now I'm going to trust to drink your drinks?
thing is, yeah, it's main thing is honesty. One thing you know about me is that I'll be honest with you. Like you probably right. Not every. Some people might think I'm a liar, whatever. Yeah, people in the comment section here, the little shitty that can't differentiate between real and fake, they might think I'm lying. But someone who's people meet me, the first if there's one thing they'll get from it is that this guy is like an open book. Maybe he's too open.
Mm.
Like I'm too open, fam. I'll tell
Mm.
people shit that you don't even need to tell them. It's like you know what I'm saying. It's like, bro, why did you have to even say that, bro? Like you should have just kept it quiet. But fuck it, is what it is. I speak my mind. I don't write things down or I don't think before I speak. So with me, it's like what you see is what you get. And I drink this myself. I've probably drank thousands of these cans, bro. Yeah. This is the last one. I had a whole pallet to myself and I drank all of them. You get me? So
What does that resell at?
this resells at roughly £2.20 a can.
Okay.
About £2.20.
And what am I getting if I'm drinking one of them?
You're getting, mate, you are getting the different type of energy boost. You know that the energy boost that only Ramis have. That natural, you get
So
me?
am I gonna see you on Dragons Den?
I'll be with dragons then. I don't know, man. You know what it is? I'm a dragon myself, innit? So I'm a dragon, man. You know, for
Self-funded.
promotion, I think Dragon's Den is more promotional thing,
Yeah,
innit?
I
I
hear
think
you.
people that go on there, slightly, they've got deals already in place with these people, innit? I think it's not everything is as it seems, innit?
Mm.
Or so that's what I think so anyway. Because everything's set up, innit? They're not going to invite random people on Dragon's Den. Oh yeah, just bring your product. And he's got some weirdos coming on there. You get me? It's like everything is tactically done in it. And I think Dragon's Den, the way I'm looking at it, Dragon's Den is just another platform to promote these businesses. Because even if they go in there and they don't get an investment, they're still going to go off.
Yeah.
They might not need the investment. Do you get me?
I think so I used to work in a bank and I was gonna go on this TV show called The Apprentice back in the day. So I'm at the bank
Come on.
here and I used to work in Soho Square and that's where all the film companies used to be.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm dealing with this big client. I said, "Oh, by the way, you work in film or production?" And I said, "I'm gonna be on The Apprentice." And he goes, "Let me give you one piece of advice. Just be like the one that hates everybody."
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, "But I'm a nice guy." And he goes, "No, no, no, you're not gonna get nowhere with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You need to go in cocky, attitude, and fuck all the rest." And so basically, I went in, I gave it loud and proud. I got in first way, and then I thought, no, I'm gonna show my personality more. Didn't make it through the next round.
Yeah, yeah.
But the guy was like, "Hey, I grew up in a trailer park, and my mom was a prostitute, and this what happened." Next minute, yeah. The producer was like, "He's in. He's gonna
Swear
make
down, what the fuck?
good." So it just reinforces what you said. Not everything is
Yeah.
as it seems. It's like, is he gonna get TV ratings? Is he gonna make the show entertaining? And that's who gets in.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's true. That's what it's about views, isn't it? Numbers, man. It
Everything.
don't matter about anything else. And that's what they care about, fam.
So tell me more about the music. What inspires your music? Like you've recently, big up to Savak, by the way,
Come on,
because
my bro.
yeah, because
Big up, man.
Savak made this one
Official.
happen actually, because that's how we connected. But how did you? Well, how did you find Savak? Did you know each other from before, or
Yeah, I mean, we're from the same area.
okay,
So
yeah,
I think like my cousin knew him, or like I think my brother might have even met him. So we knew of each other, but it wasn't until I started doing music where we linked up just randomly. We just started talking online. We've linked up and just built a friendship from there. And yeah, we've done a lot of good work together, man. I've learned a lot of him as well in terms of
okay,
on production, because producing was, even though I've been doing it from young, I haven't done it professionally. So like when you're doing it as a joke, when you're taking it serious, it's a bit different. You get me? When you're actually getting into it and you're trying to learn how to not just make a beat but produce the whole. Like me, I do everything, bro. Like I'll make my own beat, I'll write the lyrics, I'll record myself, I'll mix it, I'll master it, I'll upload it.
So what's
You get me?
what's
Apart from shoot, if I had 4 extra arms, or if I had a clone of me, I'd probably get myself to shoot the video as well. Like literally, like man's got the whole thing, and it's only because of being around, people like Savak and other producers, Skits, a couple other man, Jamie. There's a few producers I work with, and just being around them, you pick things up. You know what I mean? And
so how does someone like just because I know Savak, how does someone like that add to you?
so with Savak now, in terms of a producer, he's one of the best in the UK. Now, I'm a good producer. I've got a lot of hits. I've got my beats. I've got millions of views. I've got 100 million streams online. So I'm a producer in my own right. But as a producer, I can appreciate him more than, let's say, normal person listening. They listen to music differently. Yeah, they'll just go on the vibe and maybe some of the lyrics or the tone of it, and they'll just look at someone else enjoying it and just enjoy it. But when you're actually making the music, you hear things in songs that other people don't hear, things that impress you, things like, yo, how did like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
That sounds mad.
yeah,
Yo, how did he do that? You know what I'm trying to say?
yeah.
And it's a constant learning thing, bro. It's like, and because he's a multi-genre producer, he's got loads of different skills, fam, yeah, and ideas that I might not have, because me, I'm rap music, maybe R&B, bit of Asian mix, but like my stuff is like more concentrated. Whereas Savak and other producers, they're actual producers that have been doing music the same way I've been selling hoodie and selling Mali, yeah, they've been making music. So like the whole, like I can sit here and tell you loads of shit about this and that and the other. But if you ask me about music, I'm just going to be limited to like my experience and the time I've been doing it, which probably about 5-6 years. Do you get me? In
So,
total.
so where do you see your music career going?
At the moment, I've never really expected anything from it, and as far as it's got now, I'll be real. Even where I'm at now, I'm happy with what I've achieved from music. Because you know, like when you're not expecting nothing
Yeah.
and you don't have expectations, I think that's when more comes to you that way. Do you get me? I think when you try too hard for something, it don't happen, bro. Like you just gotta kind of like not give a fuck about it. You get me? If you care about it too much, fam, it never happens. You know what I mean? I've realized that. That's in my experience anyway. When you overthink it, or like, you know what I mean? Even like when I first started making music, because I was a bit ignorant and I didn't know things, yeah, I was releasing dog shit. Stuff that I wouldn't release now because, all right, as a producer, my ears are more alert. So I can hear certain things, too much things, yeah, that other people wouldn't hear. Whereas before, I was just like a listener. Sounds good. I'm happy with it. Just release it. Now what will happen is you'll fucking procrastinate. You'll go over it. So instead of like before, I'm on my first album, it took me 2 days, yeah, to record that. 2 studio sessions, 4 hours, yeah. We made about 12 songs. Fucking millions of views I got off that, yeah. Now, bro, it might take me fucking 2 years to make one song. You understand? Or it might take me up 2 months or 2 weeks, but because I know more now and I want it to be better than it was before, I'm spending more time on it because it's like there's no point me releasing music if it just sounds the same. Do you get me?
So how do you do your research? How do you know what the new gen? Because we're now a generation or two behind now.
Yeah.
Like we like to think we're young and we walk it and talk it,
Yeah.
but you see the young youths
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
You got the 20-year-old bunch who are the next sort of coming up entrepreneurs, and then you get the new gen who are 17,
Yeah,
18,
young.
who's going to be consuming this
Yeah.
music, but they've got a totally different ear to all of this
It's
stuff.
easy for us, bro. Do you know why? Because we have heard music for so long, yeah, that there's songs that we know about that they will never hear unless we introduce it to them. You feel me? So like, I've noticed how before 2018, before I came around, bro, yeah, being a consumer of music for my whole life, there was no music around that I could relate to. There was no music that was rap music with an Asian guy on there speaking in Punjabi or Urdu, yeah, talking about raw shit. That sounds cool, yeah. There was no one like that. Most of the Asian guys are pretending to be Jamaican, yeah, on tracks, on them old school, you know, them old school drum and bass kind of ones.
Yeah.
You got man speaking and you got Asian guys speaking patois. Even me, I speak patois because what it is, that's cool. Being Asian's not cool. Bud ding ding is not cool. Do you understand? Yeah, like you know what I'm saying, fam. Let's be real, innit?
Yeah.
The Jamaican accent, yeah. Hey boy,
Yeah.
me I put one in your face, in a man. That sounds cool. Hey, I'm going to shoot you. It sounds, you know what I'm saying? It's not cool, fam. So growing up as Asian, even though, bro, I love my culture. We've got the richest, deepest, most amazing culture, yeah. But you're not proud of it. Do you understand? It's like because we are made to look ridiculous online. Yeah, like Asians are made to look like idiots. Yeah, any film, any movie. Yeah, East is East, Four Lions, all great films, but we look like dickheads. Yeah, Citizen Khan. Yeah, think of any Asian related thing on TV, we're gonna look like dickheads. Yeah, we're not gonna look like Jason Statham. Yeah, the bald headed fucking Batman. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
We're gonna look like idiots. Yeah, so it's like my thing was, yeah, fuck that. Man's gonna make this shit cool. Yeah, I'm gonna introduce the younger generation to the shit that I grew up to, and I'm gonna bring it to today. Yeah, because I know music. I know because what it is now, bro. Music now is more basic than it ever was. It's all the same. People just copy each other, fam. It makes me sick. Even me, blood. Before I came about, no one was doing Asian remixes like that. No one. Not Asian rap remixes like me. As soon as I came about, 2018, 2019, now on TikTok, that's all you hear. On Asian TikTok, every producer has got rap beats with high-pitched samples in it, Bollywood samples. They're trying to do what I was doing in 2018. But
So who do you look up to? Who inspires
I
you?
don't look to no one. I make music that I want to listen to. So I don't give a fuck, bro, about and I've never gave a fuck. The times I probably did give a fuck, I didn't bang views because I'm trying to please someone that I don't fucking know. Yeah. If I please myself, I know I'm gonna please most people because I know what sounds good. I am like, I can relate to the older generation and the younger generation. So I've probably got fans that are fucking young and fans that are old as well because I've been active for a long time.
Frenzo, I want to ask you one of the main things that we first spoke about when you knew you were going to come in this podcast. You knew I was a real estate guy, and you were like, "Bro, I can't wait for this."
Come on, fam.
You
I'll be
know?
real. This is the main thing I wanted to chat about
Come
because
on, bro.
people don't ask me these questions
Yeah.
about property, finance, but that's a big part of my life.
You actually came from a sort of property background,
Yeah.
no?
So my dad used to do finance, mortgages, property, everything. Obviously, my whole family does. So you kind of learn from there. But I've worked for companies just on my own accord. I've worked for companies, not just family businesses.
Doing
But
what?
initially, when I was 17, just this was before I went to prison. For a year, I was working for a company in Surrey. They were buying everything, bro. I'm saying whole developments. They were just buying the whole lot, like 200 flat developments here, 100 flats here. And what they were doing was below market value property. So they'll buy a building, like 300 flats, the whole development. They'll get it for like 30% off the RICS valuation. And then what we will do is we'll use some of that discount to give back to the clients. So someone will buy a flat of us out of our discount. We'll build in the deposit and everything for them in that. It was dodgy. I can't lie. It wasn't legal what we was doing, yeah. But I can't lie. Added to the credit crunch as well, because bro, we're getting properties where they're getting upvalued, high loan to value ratios, bro. This is a time where they're giving away 110% mortgages. So property is worth 200 grand. They'll say, yeah, we'll give you the whole value of the property and a credit card on top. Like that's like literally. And back then, see now you'd have to show them your tax returns, your information, bank statements. Bro, back then, signature from the accountant and a stamp, and that was it.
Done.
£1 million approved. Like,
Wow.
decision in principle done. We get offer within 24 hours, bro. Like finance was, I'm talking before '08. It was a different thing, bro. Like they were giving away money, like because everything's going up. Yeah, you know, you could buy a yard for 200,000 in a year. It's going to be worth 250. So you could probably get a loan of 250 on it now. Do you get me? So it's just mad. The market kind of fucked up, and then when the market kind of twisted a bit, it created even more opportunity, especially for someone like me who's young. At this point, I think I was 18 or 19, yeah, in '08, '09, when after the credit crunch happened, yeah. By then, I already knew about property. I'd done my mortgage certificate in mortgage advice, so I was regulated to give financial advice at that point, and I was getting a lot of deals from not just agents, but like landlords that were distressed, or like property owners that were fucked, that had to sell. And on the other hand, I had access to clients through, not just through family, but through work before and just cold calling, yeah. I had access to clients that were cash rich that wanted to buy.
Okay.
So then we started putting them together, bro. So like someone selling a site. I remember I had a guy, he was selling a development site in Kensington Church Street. I think the price he wanted was about 2 mil, yeah? And the GDV was about 10 million or 12 million, something mad, yeah? Might have even been more. It was something crazy, yeah? There was a lot of work to do. It was like 5-6 houses in Kensington. So it's going to cost a bit of money, but it was good. There was a lot of profit in it. So we've managed to secure that site for 1.8 mil on an assignable contract and flipped it to a next man for 2.3 mil. So just off that one transaction, the company made, like after whatever fees, the legal fees, close to £500,000, bro. Just off that one deal.
Wow.
Yeah, obviously they've developed it and whatever they did afterwards. But it was a lot easier then as well. You see, like assignable contracts and these kind of things, is doing that now is a lot more difficult.
Of course.
Because they figured out that, all right, this is how people are flipping properties. And
So have you bought property
I
yourself?
bought loads of property, yeah, loads.
Okay, so how do you get around it? How do you buy it when you
Nothing's
say
actually in my name, bro. Like if you check me out right now, mate, I'm on JSA. Yeah, I'm a cokehead. Yeah, I sniff all my money. Yeah, I live by the month. Yeah, and all my money that I get goes back into what I'm doing. Yeah, which is my own personal shit. Yeah, in terms of business, bro, especially someone who's been Bro, look how I talk online, bro. I talk mad on podcasts about pussy, about this, that, and the other. Bro, you'd think I was making it up. Yeah? If police officers investigated me, they probably think I was making it up. Because I don't own anything. Yeah? Search me, check my wife, check anyone close to me. We don't own shit.
So how do you have
Yeah?
that level of trust?
We've got companies, we've got other vehicles, do you know what I mean? Set up, yeah, which is actually a better way to buy property. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's true.
It's the much smarter way to buy property. Why are you going to buy it in your own name when you could buy it in a vehicle that's not even set up here? Do you know what I'm saying? So there's things, and because I've been in the game for a long time, it's like I've had a lot of opportunities. So, for example, when in '09 we were getting access to a lot of repossessions.
Yeah.
I'm from East London, so I knew a few agents, Douglas Allen, this one, that one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
High Street.
So I knew some agents there that they were getting, at this point, they were getting hundreds of repossessions because everyone was getting repossessed.
Okay.
Yeah. After the financial crash in '08, yeah, they're all getting repossessed. So 3 or 4 agents are getting all of these properties. So before it's even gone onto the market to the public, we've already had a week where we've gone to view it. We've got a list of properties, mainly in East London, like East Ham, Forest Gate, Walthamstow, like my areas, yeah. I'd go there for the viewing because my job at this point, this was when I was working with my dad again at this point. Yeah, I was about 19 or something, yeah. Maybe a bit older, tell that a bit older maybe. I was going there and viewing the property, working out the value, what needs to be done, yeah. Most of them were grow houses. So you go in, the whole roof's off, bro. Like whole roof's off, shit's hanging down, shit's burnt. Like it's a grow that went wrong, yeah. And then their banks repossessed it. They're giving it to the agent who's selling it for fuck all, bro. Like I remember we had 2 flats. This is a perfect example of how I got into property, yeah. We had 2 flats in Walthamstow, St. Andrews Road, E17, yeah. It was a house converted illegally 5 years prior, yeah, by the freeholder. He converted into 2 flats. Ground floor was a 1-bed. Upstairs was like a 2-bed with like a little loft. What we've done now, yeah, one of them was with one agent. The upstairs was with another agent. So they both know each other, yeah. They've sent us the list. Right, we like these. What, 80 grand? For what, 80 grand each? But this they were 80 grand each. That was the price on there that they wanted. The actual price they could have got was more close to 120. Yeah, even in that market, they could have got 120. But they're trying to make a few grand. So they bring it to me and my people and said, yo, if you lot buy this property, give us 3 grand, 4 grand on the side.
Sourcing fee.
We'll push your offer in front of all the other offers, yeah? So they used to make our offer, even if it was 20 bags less than the other one, they'll make it look so solid. These guys will complete within 7 days. Exchange and completion simultaneously. Just gas it up, yeah? Once we've secured a go-ahead from the fucking bank, bro, this is what we did with this property, I tell you, yeah? Genius, yeah? Bearing in mind, they were illegally converted. What we've done now, because there was leases created and separate meters created over 5 years ago, we could prove that the property had been that way for 5 years. So then what we've done, we've gone to our contacts at Waltham Forest Council. Yeah, up in here. Listen, brother, we've got this property here. We've got proof of 2 leases that were created. Even though it was created illegally, it doesn't matter. They were still created. And that gives proof that it's been that way for over 5 years. So then they gave us a certificate of lawful use on that property, yeah? Which, bruv, so check this now. Check the worst thing that we did, yeah? The best thing, sorry. We exchanged, but we done a delayed completion, yeah? Which longed them off. In those 2 weeks, yeah, builders went in, they turned the 1-bed downstairs into a 2-bed. They turned the 2-bed upstairs into a 3-bed, yeah? Because there was enough space. It was big, yeah? They've added some walls, they've done this, that, and the other. Then we got existing use on that, on the fact that it was that way, yeah? And then in the end of it, bro, I think 80 bags, 160 bags, I think 30 grand got spent on it. Yeah, bro, now them properties are worth 350 each, bro.
Big.
Like 350 each now.
There's nothing like
I've
property,
still got
man.
them. I've still got them, bro. Like I paid 80 grand each. So 160, I probably spent 30 grand. Let's say 200 grand. 200 grand I spent on it, including the bridging loan that I got to cover the completion and the exchanging. Bro, now they're worth, come on, bro, 350 each.
Are you going to keep going with the property stuff?
Property stuff, yeah. Property is one thing that I won't sell. I'll sell everything else,
Yeah.
as you know, yeah. But property, my thing is, if there's anything I want to give my children, it's going to be property. Yeah, forget cash. Yeah, cash don't mean shit. Yeah, I've had money under my bed,
Yeah.
and as the years have gone by,
Yeah.
I'm able to buy less.
Yeah.
Yeah, they start changing the notes. You can't even spend them. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I've got money, bro. I've got 20 grand's worth of money that I can't change in the bank, that I can't spend because it's just old notes. Like they're not in circulation no more. Do you get me, Lolly? I couldn't change them up. So it's like cash is not worth nothing. My main thing is property, yeah? And forget mortgages as well. Obviously, you have to get mortgage to get on the ladder, but I don't like to refinance. My thing is make as much money as I can through other ventures and just pay off the mortgages. Do you get me? That's the main thing that we have to do.
What a turnaround. What a
We'll
turnaround.
try it, bro. We're still working at it.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I'm a bit of a degenerate still.
Yeah.
I've got habits that, you know what I mean? Old habits die hard, innit?
Yeah. So tell me this. Remember your very, very first house. Can you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So remember that street. Yeah. And remember, like, that's the very first memory that you have of that house. You're walking down, you can see that same pavement, same streets. Yeah. You go up to this door, and it's the door of your very, very first house. You reach into your pocket, you remember that same color key that you pull out, yeah? And you put that key into the lock. You turn the lock, and it makes that same familiar sound that you used to remember.
Yeah.
Click. You open it, and you smell. And you can smell that exact very first smell that you smelled. Maybe it's your mom's cooking, tadka, whatever. Yeah, maybe you can hear your little sibling, brothers, and you're walking in. And as you walk in, there's nobody there. You know where the kitchen is, you know where the lounge is, and you're walking straight through. So you're looking for everybody, and then you walk back. And as you walk back, you look at the stairs, and you see the steps in front of you. Yeah. And as you're walking up the stairs, you can see your bedroom. And you know exactly which one it is. Yeah, whether it's round the corner or straight in front of you. And you're walking, and you're walking. You walk in front of your bedroom, and you turn the lock. And as you turn the lock, you hear that same familiar click that
You're
you always
transported me
remembered.
there, bro. I can
Yeah.
imagine. I'm imagining it still.
You open it, and there's your bedroom exactly how you left it. But the room is empty. You see where your bed is, your computer desk, your shelves, everything exactly where it is. And as you're walking in, you actually see from the corner of your eyes a little young boy. And you turn around, you go closer and closer. And as you go closer, that little boy is you. He has all the beliefs. He has all of the, I want to become this, make my parents proud. All such a happy little child. And you look at him and he looks straight back at you. That little kid is you. And he might have looked at you and said, you changed, bro.
Definitely.
You become someone different.
Bro.
You're looking back at this little child who is you. What are you telling that little boy?
Boy, don't know where to start, bro. I wouldn't know where to start, fam. So much, man. So much, fam.
That little boy wants to hug you and say everything's going to be good. Everything's going to be fine. What are you telling that boy?
Boy, that's a tough one, man. Bro, I'd be real. The main thing I'll tell him is just spend more time at home with family. That's the main thing I'll tell him. Yeah, that's obviously guidance. After in hindsight, there's loads of things in it you could tell your past self, but I say the one thing that we're not gonna get back, fam, is time with our loved ones, with family members. They get older. You know what I mean? All these years wasted in jail, out on the street, all this fucking around, yeah, drugs. You know what I'm saying? People are dying. Do you know what I'm saying? 20 years down the line, 30 years down the line, there's people, sorry. There's people that were there. Sorry.
No, it's calm. I know the feeling.
There's people that what do we say? Okay. There's people that aren't here no more. And not gonna get that time back. That's what I'd say.
Thank you for sharing that, bro.
Come on.
And this podcast has been absolutely amazing.
Come on.
Really, really appreciate you. So there might be
Emotional, man. You got me, cuz. I know you weren't expecting that one. Shit. You got me. You got it out of me, Lolly, man.
We're all human.
Hey,
We're all human.
shit.
We're all human at the end of the day. You know, we all got feelings and we've all made wrong turns in our own way.
Yeah.
You know, and we all have regrets. But what I want to get out of this podcast on mindset motivation is you can overcome anything at any stage. You can make that change. You can be around the right environment, right people. It's within. You can make that change. And if there's someone's looking up to you right now and doing maybe some of the things potentially they shouldn't be, but they're 10 years younger, maybe you could inspire that change.
100%, bro.
Maybe
100.
you can make that change and go, do you know what? The main man who I aspire to be like, actually telling me what he done in the past might not have been the best decisions. And don't forget about people around you because they're not going to be around forever.
Yeah,
you know, and I know that sort of firsthand as well.
For real, man.
So if somebody wants to reach out to you, Frenzo, how would they contact you?
Check out the Instagram, YouTube. You can email me. Everything's on my Instagram at Frenzo_Harami. Yeah, you can pretty much everything's on there.
Yes.
Yeah, you got me.
Like, there we go.
You got me, cuz. Hey,
there we go, guys.
You lined me up. Hey, you planned that one. Hey, you got me.
Bro, public speaking schools taught me something.
Hey, drew me out, bruv. Proper put me there, fam. Like, you put me in my... Bro, I walked in my granddad's room, you know?
Yes.
You know, when you put me there...
Yeah.
I didn't even go to my room.
Oof. Yes.
Mad.
I hear you. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you really enjoyed that episode. I'm trying my best to get the best people on, to get the best conversations to help get you guys ahead. So the least you can do is smash that subscribe button. Leave us a comment. Leave Frenzo a comment. I'll make sure he gets it and he replies to it. And don't forget to share this with somebody who may need to hear it. So until the next one, peace.
Big up.
Bless.